Hi guys, my name is Dr. Ashley Smith. I grew up in Las Cruces, New Mexico and went to the University of New Mexico where I graduated in 4 years with a biology degree. After college, I went to dental school in Boston, Massachusetts, which was another 4 years. And after I graduated as a dentist from the school in Boston, I practiced for 5 years. After practicing as a dentist for 5 years, I decided to go back to school for another 3 years to become an orthodontist, which I currently am today. The difference between an orthodontist and a dentist is that an orthodontist is a dentist who decided to go back for extra education in a specialty of dentistry, which is called orthodontics. In orthodontics, we specialize in moving teeth using braces and other appliances.
Hi guys, my name is Krystal. I am a dental hygienist. So I grew up in Robstown and I went to school at Del Mar College. So it took me approximately 4 years to become a dental hygienist. We help the dentist to take care of your teeth by keeping them nice and clean at your dental checkups, and then also educating you on how to keep them clean whenever you're at home.
So guys, before we discuss how to take care of your teeth, we want to tell you a little bit about why it's important to take care of your teeth. Why are teeth important in the first place? Well, there's a couple of reasons why teeth are really important for you. Number one, everybody knows that we use our teeth to chew food, and chewing food breaks down our food. It's the first stage of digestion, and when we break down the food, it is easier for our body to absorb. So that's really important, and it's a huge thing that we use our teeth for. The other things that people don't really realize as much is teeth can help us with our speech. And a huge thing that I deal with every day and why teeth are important, they're really important for your confidence and the way you look, right? We've all seen the difference that people who have a beautiful smile, the amount that they smile, people who have teeth that they're really embarrassed about aren't typically as confident in their smile. And so teeth can be a big part of that for yourself. So we want to talk about how you lose your teeth, and Miss Chris will go over how we can prevent that from happening, but I want you guys to think about it this way. Whenever your mouth gets sick or it has too much bacteria in it, the tissues around your teeth or your teeth themselves can break down. You guys all have heard about cavities, right? And you guys have probably heard the term sugar bugs. Well, bacteria that gets into our mouth, it eats the sugar that's in our food, and it causes cavities, and it also causes inflammation in and around our gums and the bone around our teeth. Whenever that inflammation gets really bad or your mouth gets too sick, what happens is you start to lose the bone around your teeth. Whenever you lose too much bone, you can't get it back and your teeth start to fall out. Or you can have a huge cavity, and you can have a cavity that's so big that we have to take the tooth out because there's no way that we can save it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over how we can prevent this. Because whenever our mouth is sick, that means the rest of our body is sick as well. So it's really important that we don't let this happen in our mouths.
So there's 4 ways that you can take care of your teeth at home. So I want to go through each one and just explain how we can do these properly. So the first thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you want to make sure that you're brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes. So it's simple, two times a day for 2 minutes, okay? So you typically want to make sure that you're brushing your teeth in the morning to get all of the bacteria out from the night. And then you also want to make sure that you're brushing your teeth right before bed to remove all of the bacteria and the food that you've eaten throughout the day. If we let that bacteria sit overnight, it's important not to, because if we do, that bacteria will start to eat away at your tooth. And that's when we get cavities. So the second thing you want to make sure you're doing is you want to make sure that you're flossing your teeth every single day. It doesn't matter what time of day, you just want to make sure that you're doing it. A good routine is important, so if you can make a point to do it at bedtime before you brush or after you brush at bedtime, that's a good way to remember to floss. And the reason it's important to floss is because your toothbrush cannot get between your teeth. So floss will help to remove all of the bacteria that builds up between the tooth. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you on my tooth model here how you should be brushing your teeth, okay? So there is a correct way to brush your teeth and a wrong way to brush your teeth. So a lot of people tend to brush their teeth like this, back and forth, right? That is okay, it's better than nothing. However, we want to make sure that we're doing it correctly. So the best way to brush your teeth is to actually go in small little circles. You actually want to make sure that you're angling your bristles of your brush into your gums. So a lot of people, we say make sure you're brushing your teeth, but a lot of people miss their gums. So you want to make sure that you're getting right along the gum line. You want to make sure that you're doing that not only on the front but also behind. So you want to use that same technique both front and back, okay? And you want to also make sure that you're getting the biting surfaces of your teeth, top and bottom. Those are the areas that most people tend to get back cavities first. So the last thing you want to remember is you want to make sure that you're scraping your tongue. Our tongue holds a lot of bacteria. To scrape from the back forward 2 to 3 times until all of the bacteria is gone.
So I'm back to help Miss Krystal show you guys not only about the importance of flossing, but a couple of different ways to do it.
So no matter what tool you decide to use, you can use traditional floss like this, or you can use these little picks that most kids tend to like to use because it's a little bit easier. Whether you're using this or regular string floss, you want to make sure that you're using the right technique, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. So whenever you floss, you want to make sure that you are not only popping in the floss in and out like this, you want to make sure that you're angling it against the tooth and kind of like you're polishing a shoe. You're gonna scrape up and down on one side of the tooth, and then you'll also want to do the other side of the tooth. So kind of a C shape with your floss. This way, and then this way. And it's also important to make sure you're getting a little underneath the gums whenever you are flossing. So lots of times if you haven't been flossing every single day, and if you haven't been using the right technique, it's possible that your gums will bleed because they are a little sick. So if you start using that technique, the bleeding should start to go away. If it doesn't go away, see your dentist to make sure that your gums are healthy. So just to recap, there's 4 things that you can do to take care of your teeth. The first one is brushing. We want to make sure that we're brushing twice a day for 2 minutes each time. The second is flossing. We want to make sure that we're flossing once a day to remove the bacteria between our teeth. Third is making sure that you're removing the bacteria from your tongue.
So the 4th thing that you guys should be doing to take care of your oral hygiene is seeing your dental professional every 6 months. We want to make sure that we can see you twice a year, make sure that everything is healthy for you. You may have to come in if there is an issue more than that, but hopefully staying on that every 6 months, hopefully seeing your dentist every 6 months will keep everything clean. We won't need to see you more often than that. One of the questions that you guys may have for me is, when should we think about getting braces? At what age do people get braces? And I hear that question all the time. For most people, you don't need braces until you have all of your adult teeth. And for a small percentage of people, we need to take care of some issues before that. I usually start seeing patients around 6 or 7 just to check and see if they need braces. Most of them, 90%, don't need braces until they're old, 12, 13, or 14. But we definitely want to check you before that age to make sure that there aren't any problems. So if your parents ask you that question, you guys now have a good answer. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our information down below. And if you guys have any questions for us, just shout out to Mr. A, and he'll make sure that you guys can get a hold of us. And we'll be here for any questions that you have. We hope to hear from you guys in the future. Thanks a lot, guys.